Oh hey, what's up homestead homies? It's Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. I'm Doug. Glad you guys stopped by. We're going to start beautifying our gardening area. Right behind me you see the raised beds, and behind that is the Back to Eden style garden. And I've just begun work on my master plan of our food park. So sit back and we'll show you what we're thinking and how it's going to come about. Alright guys, so a lot of people may not know about this, but this is a billboard. On the other side is like a McDonald's advertisement. And these make great tarps, and they make great weed barriers and stuff like that, okay? And you can usually find them, if you call a billboard company in your area, there's usually one in everyone's area because they have to go out and put these signs up. And you can go by their place and you can pick them up, and usually for $18, $20, $25 for a huge piece of this material. And it's pretty heavy duty. It's going to last you a while. We've used them on covering our wood pile. We used them for covering hay. In this application here, we're going to be using it as a weed barrier. So right now what I'm doing is I'm cutting these up into sections. I have 2 of them right now to get me started. And I'll be cutting them up into sections like you can see here in front. That's a 3-foot section right there, about however long, and then you're going to see where we're going to go from here. But this will help kill all the grass underneath. One thing about what we're trying to do is everything we want to make minimal maintenance. So one thing I don't want to be doing is running a lawnmower, weed whacker, trimmers, or hand clippers, or whatever all the time in between these beds. I want to get them in, I want to put them in a permanent type of state, and then I want to forget about it, you know, and just go in there, do my gardening, hang out on a bench, spend time with Stacy and that kind of stuff. So that's the goal in what we're trying to accomplish. So I'm going to keep on putting these in here, and I'll show you some snidbits along the way. Alright, so this piece here is going to be about 8 foot 3 inches, and then I want it to overlap on this part here, so it'll be 8 foot 3 and 8 foot 3 and 9.5. 8 foot 3 and 9.5. So now I'll cut a piece out of here, 8 foot 3, 9.5. So it's pretty easy. I'll get back to you guys when I get more parts down, and then you'll just kind of see the transition as it goes. So we're a little over halfway there. This is a Drury Inn sign. I just flipped it over on this side to show you guys kind of what it looks like. I mean, it's no big deal, but it's a very good material to reuse, okay? Especially for the homestead. Now also what I use these for is every time I build a building, like the alpaca building behind me, I put this on over the rafters before I put my tin on, because tin sweats. So what you do is you put this down, and then you put your tin on your roof, and then when the tin sweats, it'll hit this and drain out. It won't get the inside of your structure wet or drop water down on your hay or any other thing that you don't want water on. So I'm a little more than halfway done. You can probably see kind of how it's looking behind me here. I'm going to get this finished, and then I'm going to show you guys, I mean, what an easy way to get this done and to beautify it all at the same time. So I'll check back with you guys in a minute, and we'll see how it goes once I get the fabric laid down, what the next step will be. Alright guys, so you've seen how I laid down the used billboards, which is a great way to recycle. Also, if you go over to Homesteadonomics, you can see a video where he used a used billboard as a rain catchment system. As a matter of fact, I'll link that video right here. And you guys can go check that out. So that's great to reuse, recycle. Of course, we use pallets and, you know, barn wood that we take down barns, you know, just everything you can get your hands on. And I found that these work very well for any type of landscaping or any area that you want to, you know, kill. Okay. Then we put our rock down, so we're going to have a much cleaner look around all the beds. There's going to be zero maintenance to do in there. Every once in a while you might have to pull up something that's growing up close to the actual bed itself, but for the most part, set it and forget it. Okay, kind of like the all-American sun oven. All right, so I'm going to take you guys around right now. I'm going to show you guys real quick the finished product, but first, before we do that, let's look at who wins the 2 knives that we gave away from Blue Key Knife. Again, their information's below in the description box. We have 2 winners. They were gracious enough, they actually got a hold of me and said, why don't you go ahead and pick 1 winner from each of the 2 videos, so we were able to give away an extra knife. All right, so right now let's look and see. Let's go ahead and watch the randomizer pick the winners. Alright, so you guys saw who won the knives. Texas 65 and more paper cards. You guys are going to have to get a hold of us. Send us an email, growinginfaithfarm@gmail.com. All that information is in the description box below. Or you can PM us on our channel here. You can send us a private message, and then we'll get those knives off to you. If we don't hear from you guys by the end of the week, then we're going to go to our backup winners and then get a hold of them and then give them away to somebody else. So we got all the rest of the week to get these knives claimed. So we'll go around right now. I'm going to show you guys a few things. I'm going to show you one more application and talk to you guys a little bit about Back to Eden gardening, and show you an application also that we have for these used billboard signs. Okay, so what we did here is we took up some garden beds that we had on the other side of our blackberry bushes right here. These are our blackberry bushes. They were over there. That's going to be an area that you guys are going to see getting developed here soon. These are the new boxes here. This is going to have something. That's going to be a garlic box, and then something at the end down there. I'm putting those up right now, and then we'll get some cardboard in there. I already laid a little piece of that billboard there of some stuff that we had cut just to start killing the grass. But as you can see, it's a nice clean look for the garden area. I got a little leveling out to do. I'm still moving some rock around. I'm not 100% finished. But as you can see though, if you can just see how easy it is going to be to maintain this area when I have rock there. No more cutting, weed whipping, hitting the weed whipper up against the boxes, nothing like that. So it's going to be a nice, uniform, clean look. And then we can hang out in here, and it's just going to be a good time. Now our Back to Eden gardens did pretty good. I mean, it wasn't fantastic, but it did do all right. But what I want to explain to you guys is, when you use the cardboard for Back to Eden gardening, the only reason why you're using it, there's nothing magical about it, but the reason why you're using it is to kill the grass underneath. So what we've done here is we've taken one of these large billboard signs, we spread it out, and now we're letting it kill the grass underneath. Okay? And then once it does that, we're going to start putting down some straw and some mulch. Okay? I was just giving a peek there. So that's another use for these billboard signs. See there? But that's the secret. The cardboard that you put down, or the paper that you put down for Back to Eden gardening, is not magical. All it's doing is help killing the ground so the stuff doesn't grow up in your mulch. There's the ducks. So we got our corn. We're getting ready to do something with that. The popcorn. We had tomatoes, okras, squashes. You saw the boys pick some cantaloupe out of here, the LeGrand family, in one of the videos that we shared with you guys. So I'm just giving you guys an update on what's going on around the garden beds. And as you can see, we have tomatoes, radishes, sweet potatoes, peppers, all that kind of stuff growing in our garden beds. Squash, everything's over here. So it did kind of turn around a little bit. We got some stuff put down on it. The ducks have picked it clean right here on the edge. That's another reason why this whole food forest is going to be, you'll see, that's a teaser. Yeah, and before we go, I wanted to show you guys this too. So we've been wanting to cover this with rocks here. This is in the front of the cabin. And so this was a project that I was going to do all at the same time. So again, I used that fabric for a weed barrier, and then we've rocked up the front of the cabin here. And it really looks nice. We're really liking that. And I'm going to run rock down the sides of the cabin too, all along where these boulders are, and on the other side as well. So we'll have a nice area there. I don't like cutting the grass up by here or any of that stuff. So low maintenance is the key. Rock is not going to go away. That's a big river rock, 2-inch. All right, so that wraps up this little peek around the homestead. Congratulations to Susan in Texas 65, and more paper cuts for winning the knives. They'll be on their way as soon as we get your information. We'll get them shipped out to you. We have some more giveaways coming up. Probably in the next video or two, you'll see the next giveaway. And then next month we have, we have some more great giveaways. We got some neat stuff going on in September. So we want to thank you guys for hanging out with us. Thanks for all the new subscribers, yada yada yada. Thanks for being a Homestead Homie. A lot of people are getting shirts. Don't forget, if you want to get a Homestead Homie t-shirt, help support our homestead, just send us an email. We'll get those out to you. We're getting a big order together for the end of this month, and we'll be shipping them out early next month. So this is Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. I'm Doug, and we'll see you on the next one.
Hi, it's Kevin and Jennifer again, the LeGrands, and we are Off Grid Home